Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be giving haircuts to trees.
Gruffy Crow.
Okay, so I have these 6 small treemen that I'll be using as ogres. They're 3D prints. I'll leave a link in the description if anyone wants to have a go at them. They're scaled all down a little bit and scaled to be a more similar size. I think they're looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the sort of paint jobs, but I want to give them sort of proper tree canopies. So to that end, I went around and I watched a load of those tree videos from people like Luke and Train Shooter, and I ended up deciding I was going to use some clump foliage. I picked up a few varieties. This one, Serious Play one, was the one that came first, and as a sort of little mini review, it's terrible. It's really, really dense. I don't think it looks very good. I'll probably get use out of it sometime, but I don't know, probably not that one. Which left me a choice between this lighter one, which I thought I'd probably go for, which I don't remember where that's from, just somewhere off eBay I guess, and this World War Scenics one. And I quite like a lot of their stuff. And this one turned out to be a little bit easier to work with. So you actually can tear it up, and but it stays sort of one continuous chunk. And I reckon I can probably just sort of ram them on there, and all of a sudden we have an awesome tree. Whereas the lighter one, it's these sort of sizes, which actually in some ways is kind of better as well, a little bit harder to work with. But it means that I'd have to do like separate sort of little bits for each one, which I think could end up looking more realistic in its way, but yeah, I think I'm going to go with the dark, just because I kind of like the colour as well. I also put this to my Discord, and people kind of agreed that the dark green maybe was the good way to go. I mean, yeah, they both look fine. I did wonder what we were going to use to stick these on. I guess my main choices were between the sort of Geek Gaming basing glue, which dries like a rubbery sort of texture. I've got my wood glue, sort of PVA, that I use for a bunch of stuff, both of which take a long time to dry, and I wasn't sure if I could wait that long. And then I saw someone using a hot glue gun. So this is just a little cheapy one that I've used for a few projects. So we are going to use this, and hopefully I don't mess these up, because I need these for an event tomorrow. So I'm going to make a sort of canopy shape. I'm going to try and fit it to one of these guys, and I'm just going to put some little dabs of this, and hopefully we can get the stringy bits off. So that's gone on there. It's gone on all right, but I'm not convinced. Got a lot of these stringy bits, and it's kind of a bit of a mess. So I'm not sure this is going to be the way forward. I do like that it's basically instant though. That's quite good. But I don't like the fact that you can't get away without having these stringy bits, which I think probably are going to look terrible when they dry. Okay, so yeah, the hot glue was quick, but I don't think it was as effective as we want. Now, I haven't got much time today, so I'm kind of tempted to carry on with this, but I think we'd be better off with the wood glue. So let's try and do this guy with the wood glue, and we'll see if that's any easier. Now this stuff is a little bit thicker than I'd like. It's actually worked out not to be very good for basing because of how quick it dries. So once again, I'm just going to blob this around the tops of all the little branches. No, it's just rubbing back off. I can't make it stay on long enough, and I don't think you're going to be able to get enough glue in there to really make that hold. I don't know. Keep going. The good thing about this stuff is I know that it dries 100% clear, whereas I think the hot glue probably doesn't dry as clear. And obviously I've kind of cheated and bought this. I think you can make it out of sort of minced up foam and sponges and what have you, and sort of house paint and things. But I quite like this one specifically because it's also quite rubberized. They've clearly used some sort of silicone or something in making it. It's making it quite tough. Okay, I think that's worked. We're going to have to see how well that holds on. Once again, it was quite nice to sort of build this up. There's another little branch there. quite nice to sort of build this up and use the sort of branches on the model. Ended up with quite a sort of dynamic tree. These guys are going to look awesome on the battlefield, I think. I guess the final glue I might use is super glue. So this hopefully would have the power to get it glued down straight away, mixed with dry and completely clear. But I would worry about it sort of going cloudy anywhere. It's always the risk when you use super glue on an already painted model. But let's give this a go as well. So that is gripping straight away. Oh yeah, I probably should just start with super glue from the beginning. This is working. And this is actually a crazy amount of fun to do, just building up all these little bits. I'm sort of sticking a little lump on everything that looks a bit like a branch. Oh, and with the super glue, yeah, that just adheres straight on. Alright, that is the way forward, I think. So I'm going to carry on just gluing these chunks on. I'll do the other three. Alright, so for the hot glue one, I've actually peeled off the thing and it kind of, yeah, didn't give much resistance. I'm now, I see some bits are actually quite stuck, alright. Removing some of this excess hot glue. I'm going to redo it with the super glue. Yeah, that was a terrible idea. For the wood glue, yeah, I'm kind of tempted to do the same. Some of it's alright. With the super glue as well, you can do these tiny little branches, so I'm just using these sort of off-cut bits. Which I don't think we could have got away with the other glues. And as you can see as well on this model, I also used sort of tufts and static grass, some little flowers as well, just to try and, which is not something you normally use on the model itself, but I wanted to get that look of the fact you just pulled this big hunk of earth out of the ground in order to throw it. So I think that's worked quite well. Because obviously it's the same sort of basing materials as I used on the base itself. Cool, so that's all 6 trees all flocked up in the first instance. And I've got them on their scenic bases. And I think on the battlefield these are going to look amazing. It's going to look like the actual forest is come alive fighting for my halflings. What I will do is now they're on, is I'm probably just going to pick a few bits here and there that don't look quite right and just manually just smarten some of these harsh edges up and stuff like that. And just kind of finesse them a little bit. But actually that was surprisingly easy to get these on and done. At the moment I'm just trying, grabbed a little bit of glue on there just to try and reshape this. So just put a new bit on top. And once again that's just grabbed instantly, so that's fine. Yeah, I think these guys have come out great. So yeah, I'm happy with them. What do you guys think? Have you tried something similar? Or have you used this for trees before? Or have you used it on models before? Also, these guys are basically just a trial run for the tree bird that I'm working on, who is obviously a fair size larger than these guys. So I'll be using some of the techniques in his video as well. And as I said before, check out the link to the description for links to where I got the clump foliage from. So that was a 20-gram bag, and for all 6 of those guys I've used, I don't know, maybe less than half, maybe about half. And I'll also put links to where you can download the files for these treemen. And that's all for this video. Please let me know what you thought down in the comments, maybe subscribe for more, and as ever, thanks for watching, bye!